G'day, guys. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. So it seems like yesterday the Pittsburgh Steelers have made another move because Marcus Allen ended up getting surgery on his torn bicep. Now, I know a lot of fans out there like myself are not big, massive Marcus Allen guys because he doesn't really do much and hasn't done much for the Steelers. And we'll go through his stats a little bit later. But the Pittsburgh Steelers have made a move. This is the ebb and flow of how the NFL works, right? One player goes down, you got to fill that role or that hole. Pittsburgh Steelers have signed linebacker Tay Crowder to the 53-man roster of the New York Giants practice squad. So I believe when they sign a player off the practice squad, they have to go onto the 53-man roster. So it looks like that Crowder will stay on the 53 until the end of the season, 2 more games. Now, I don't know if Crowder's going to play, but he does have some ready experience. And guys, go check it out. Go Google or YouTube Tay Crowder highlights from the New York Giants. He's a pretty physical player, and there's one play out there as well that he knocks off Derrick Henry off his feet. It's quite amazing. So they then put on Marcus Allen on the reserve injured list. Could this be the last time we see Marcus Allen in a Steeler uniform? It might be. Right? They signed Scott Nelson to the practice squad. No idea who Scott Nelson is, safety. Couldn't tell you. Right? But I also didn't know who Tay Crowder was until I started watching some highlights on YouTube. And just search his name, you'll see it. But it turns out as well that Tay Crowder was Mr. Irrelevant in 2020. So he was Mr. Irrelevant 2020. He's 6'1", 235 pounds, 1997. He was born, so he's 25 years of age, quite young as well. But that's what this team is about at the moment. This Steelers team has a young offense, and they're trying to get younger on defense as well. So in 2020, he was round 7, pick 255. He was Mr. Irrelevant. However, what was relevant in his season or seasons with the New York Giants, he's played over 41 games. We're not just getting a scrub. We're getting a guy that's played in the NFL over 41 times. Now, it looks to me with those numbers, he was starting a majority of those games. I don't know how many games he was starting, but in his year as Mr. Irrelevant, he had 57 total tackles, right? 34 solo, one sack there, and one fumble recovery for 43 yards. So he almost took it away to the house. Now, some more stats with that one. He had one pass deflection and two stuff yards or 2 tackles for a loss. In 2021, he had 130 tackles. That's crazy, right? 64 solo, 0 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 2 interceptions. And he had 9 tackles for a loss or stuff yards. In 2022, he played 13 games. Now, also, I will premise the fact, guys, I don't know the reason why he was on the practice squad. Why is this guy played so well or have so many stats, started so many games? I don't know the exact reason why he was on the practice squad, but now he's a Pittsburgh Steeler, and we need to welcome Crowder to the middle linebackers room. We have Devin Bush, which I think could be suspect to maybe leaving next year or cutting or trading or whatever they do. They might get rid of him. Miles Jack's going to stick around. Mark Robinson was showing some improvement. And what's going to happen with Spillane? And also, because now Marcus Allen's injured, this guy's going to try and fill that role, I think, over the next 2 weeks and maybe in the offseason. So shout out to Crowder for joining the room, right? Because in 2021, he had 130 tackles, and that's insane. That's insane. But in 2022, he played 13 games, and then obviously was moved to the practice squad. So I don't know why exactly that he wasn't on the the New York Giants team near the end. But for the Steelers to get a player just like that, signed from a practice squad that obviously the New York Giants don't want, but he has over 232 tackles in 3 years, quite a lot of experience on the football field. And I did watch limited highlights. What I saw so far is that I thought he was very physical. Does things what Devin Bush doesn't do. I really don't think Devin Bush is going to be there next year, to be honest, guys. I don't know what the Steelers are going to do with him or whatnot. I haven't seen that physical play from Devin Bush for a very long time, and the splash plays and things like that. I know he's been involved in some tackles, and Miles Jack leads the tackles for the Steelers with over 100. But I think they've got to try and find someone. And I'm not saying Crowder is the answer to be Crowder versus, Crowder Miles Jack. I'm not saying either that Robinson is the answer either, like Mark Robinson too, former running back, now linebacker. But something's got to change that middle linebacking core. See those guys get physical. And we have Brian Flores as our coach as well. And something needs to change where the guys are just more physical, I think, in that middle linebacker rotation or the middle linebacker spot. But also when we have guys like Terrell Edmonds too, hopefully they can sign Terrell Edmonds and bring him down to the box more. I would love to see them go out getting Tremaine. Imagine getting Tremaine Edmonds in this mix too. Bring in Tremaine too. So, but to bring back to the video, guys, sorry, I was off on a tangent. The signing of Tay Crowder is a pretty good one. So Marcus Allen gets injured. Likely that Marcus Allen won't come back to the Steelers if they have a guy like this. Now, if this bloke can play special teams, then we have a guy. We don't know what's going to happen with Spillane next year either. So if they're going to have this guy involved in the roster, competing with Robinson, competing with the other middle linebackers in the room, it's a pretty good sign to me. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think of this signing. I think it's pretty cool. The minute I saw, guys, I was like, another signing. You see, who they signed? What's that guy's name? What's his name? I don't know his name. I have no idea. I don't follow the New York Giants. I follow the Steelers. I have no idea who that guy is. But you go and look at his highlights, and you're like, far out. He's not bad. Very physical, very strong. And go and look up that hit on Derrick Henry. So type in Tay Crowder. Hit on Derrick Henry, and you'll see with the video I'm talking about. Derrick Henry runs through the line, and the guy plants him and knocks him on his absolute bum. All right, guys, thank you for checking out another video. We have a new linebacker in town, but will he play over the next 2 games? I don't know, but I'm excited to see. All right, guys, I'll see you later.
Here we go, Steelers! Here we go!
Coach Stumlin, let's go for the win, man.